Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to what happened to Smack DVD. Oh, man, the hood DVDs, man. It was plenty of these. It was plenty of clones out here. You had your local hood Smack DVDs, the local ones that were just in your city, showing off your city and shit like that. Yeah, good times, good times. That was some good ass shit. You can learn a lot about your city. You can learn a lot about your city through them hood DVDs, bro, from back in the day, bro. For real. Somebody bought them shits. Somebody bought them shits because they was probably in them. And that's why you probably see them, because they was in that shit. But other than that, though, man, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Told Reebok that Black Wall Street was the street gang. You know what I'm saying? Hated the niggas is like a dry snitching all over the world on niggas, man. So, I hope you don't, hope you ain't got nothing going. Nigga might tell on you or something. Might get you, might stop the Smack rotation or something, man. Nigga tell niggas say Smack been bootlegging Smacks. He go tell the nigga go tell the fans that you been bootlegging the Smack shit for 5 years, man. He try to get you indicted, man. That's the type of nigga he is, man. 5-0. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't the real 50 Cent, man. Real 50 Cent went out like a gangster. He went out with Villain for 3 months after Wangster. You know what I'm saying?
Now, before Instagram Lives and before everyone had a camera in their pocket, hip-hop had one underground broadcast system that felt more dangerous, more intimate, and more addictive than cable TV, the street DVD. If you were outside around the 2000s, you already know. You could buy one in a barber shop, get one from a trunk, borrow one from your cousin, and the great thing about it...
CD, DVD, man, for sure. Especially at the barbershop. You know the barbershop stayed with a couple copies of them shits. Or they had somebody... At some point, I ain't gonna lie, at some point, the CD, DVD man became an employee at the barbershop, bro. I don't know when that happened. At some point, it kind of did happen, bro. And then they used to have him sit in the back and just make a bunch of DVDs and had them on display. Hey, the CD DVD man became an employee at the fucking barbershop, bro. That nigga used to sell his shit exclusively through the barbershop. Some of them did, not all of them. But at some point, them niggas started selling them shits at the barbershop, bro. And that shit, bro, like anything you needed, bro. If you needed a mix CD, if you needed that new Wayne, that new T.I., the new Kanye, they could get it for you for about $5. They'd be like, hey man. Y'all got that new T.I. that just came out? I got that new Young Jock that just came out? Yeah, we got that. We got plenty of that. Yeah, we got plenty of those. What you need, brother? How much? What you need, brother? You need the young. I need that, and I need the Young Jock and the T.I. And I need that Young Jeezy too. Somebody took my Young Jeezy. Y'all got some more Young Jeezy? Oh yeah. We can make one for you real quick. You need we need a Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy. You talk about Thug Motivation 101. Yeah. I need another one of those, bro. Hey, make it a Thug Motivation 101. Got you. It's gonna be about a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be about a couple of minutes. So so you can sit right here and wait. You need your hair cut, something? Like, no, I'm good, chief. All right. I swear to God, bro, the bootleg man started working at the barbershop exclusively, bro. Nigga be sitting in the back. Anything you need, they had you, bro. $5. That's all you need. $5.
There were no PR safe questions, minimal censorship, and just shaky camera. And through these DVDs, we got freestyles.
Nigga doing his thing. The whole process of a nigga writing in song format and calling it a freestyle comes from me. It's a different thing. Like, how do you match these niggas up? Like, you know what's crazy? Look, the same thing. Like, they was just saying Jay-Z. Like, he's supposed to be competing with Jay-Z. How do you put Lil Wayne in competition with Jay-Z? How do you do that? Like, how do you listen? If you don't know, did you think Fireman was like an anthem?
Hell no.
Nah, it wasn't an anthem. It wasn't an anthem, was it?
Nah.
Was Go DJ an anthem?
Yeah.
Don't like my daddy.
It's a little wish-washy, but Go DJ is definitely a hood classic. The hood fuck with Go DJ. Go DJ, that's my DJ. Yeah, the hood will tell you that Go DJ is a classic, but Fireman, I need that Giannis meme, bro. I need that. Stunned like my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
You got a nigga that said he's stunned like his daddy. Trying to do it with the big boys.
Beefs. For example, around 2005-2006, the game was heavily involved in street DVDs, ones he would use to go at his enemies.
Got new logo, you know what I'm saying? Whole team shining black, gang, bang, bang. We in the building,
Bang,
man.
bang.
Anybody still can get it. You know what it is, man. I'm out here.
Smack!
Been out here. That's crazy ass AR, yeah. Still got the same friends, the same bins, the same ends. You niggas know what it is, man. Smack DVD.
Fun fact, at its peak, Smack reportedly moved around 40,000 to 50,000 DVD copies independently, and this was mostly done hand to hand through mom and pop networks.
But
Damn.
we sold across the country. We sold out of country. We had them in Japan. We had them in Australia. So magazines went everywhere. But we love the DVD.
Now it's 2026 and Smack DVD feels like a relic. So the question is, what happened to the platform? Let's find out. So it's late 2002, and Troy Smack Mitchell turned a mixtape observation into a business model. He goes, "We keep hearing about all these wild stories on bars and tapes, but we never ever hear the full story, and we never get to see it happen in real time." According to Smack, he wanted to visualize what fans were only hearing. Not only that, he wanted to hold interviews, freestyles, block footage, record backstage tension, and even promote hip-hop battles. Now the timing was perfect because the pressure was already there. MTV and BET still mattered, but let's not forget that they were on a network TV show and they had broadcast rules, label PR scheduling, and everything felt very polished and sometimes inauthentic. Also at the time, people were buying DVD players in huge amounts. They were popping up in regular homes, neighborhood spots, and eventually it gets to a point where duplicating DVDs gets easier and easier.
Because I had a DVD during this time also.
Yeah.
I went for the mixtapes. The mixtapes were going away because the mom and pop stores were going away.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And CDs in general were going away.
Hell
so
yeah.
I kind of pivoted into DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
And get Vlad the fuck out of here. Get this culture vulture the fuck out of here. Fuck Vlad.
like Smack, but I had
Yeah.
my own thing of it. I would
Yeah,
get
yeah.
freestyles and interviews. I was more on the interview side.
Yeah.
Shut your bitch
But
ass up!
every brand has a thing that makes it different.
Also, mixtape culture was growing, and that combination is the founding logic. If TV is very constrained and fans are hungry for something that's not too filtered, let's sell them access directly. So around November of 2002, Smack's model begins to take shape, with Smack pursuing his ideal format and distribution chain. Then in early 2003, they print about 1,000 units and move it all hand to hand through stores, consignment relationships, and independent hustles. Now the thing is, as they begin to press these DVDs and spread them out in the streets, it begins to catch fire and it spreads through the underground. However, it was still in the underground and it needed a commercial push to make it more mainstream. And that's where 50 Cent comes in. Issue number 2 has 50 Cent on it, and on the Smack DVD, he's showcasing concert footage from the Get Rich or Die Trying era. So now we have a huge name attached to the DVD, and not only that, we have exclusive footage on the DVD as well. So guess what happens next? Smack DVD explodes in popularity, and demand is not just growing, it's increasing at a rate the guys could not fathom, right? Once issue number 2 landed featuring 50 Cent, credibility jumped, and not only that, so did their cash flow. Now these were not the only things that were improving as far as Smack DVD goes, they also had influence. It got to a point where DVDs did not just report the culture, they began to select the culture. They began to select who got featured, who got ignored, who had the best battle, the most intense interview, who got clowned terribly on the streets. These DVDs began to shape the culture, and if you were a rapper on the come up or a rapper that needed a boost, Smack DVD was the way to go.
What made you different with Cocaine City, because remember, I was right there,
Yeah, yeah.
was that you had a level of drama that other DVDs did not have.
Now, Smack had a very strong ethos. According to him, it was always keep the cameras rolling. If the cops show up, record it. If there's a fight, record it. If there's a battle going on, record it. We want to record everything, and we want to almost treat these moments like a capsule in time.
You know what I'm saying? I was just basically, you know, coming up, cooking up the master plan, you know what I'm saying, meditating, trying to bring, you know what I'm saying, this whole everything that you've seen into fruition.
Now let's talk economics. Smack's early setup included a Sony PD-150, in-house editing, and per unit print costs for the time being. Each DVD will cost about $2 to $3 to produce, but there were still retail and transport costs, and if that wasn't factored in, it could have destroyed the business. So when people go, oh no, it was just hood DVDs, no. There was a lot of risk that went into this business model, and that includes capital risk, plus cultural risk, plus logistic risk. Now luckily, Smack and his growing team, which now includes Eric Beasley and Jean Chico French, were business-minded. And at the company's peak, they were moving about 40,000 to 50,000 copies independently.
Damn.
This was an entire business model built outside major network infrastructure, and that was its selling point. That's what made it unique. Now this same ecosystem also helped parallel brands.
Red Cafe.
Yeah.
You was not gonna make it into that radio unless you signed to a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that era. Yeah.
Yeah. So for people like me and for people that's coming from the Bronx, it's already hard to make it. We didn't have no outlet. You know, after all this battling, after almost getting ourselves killed and everything, we still have no buzz. So I was watching Smack DVD, me and my boy in the crib. We was like, yo, we know all these artists, but what can we do that if we do a DVD, it can't look like Smack?
Think about Cocaine City. French Montana used those DVDs and that format to become a household name. So yeah, Smack DVD was becoming a place where people or rappers were coming to get put on. Now, here's the thing. As long as cameras are expensive, editing is specialized, and distribution is slow, there are always going to be gatekeepers. Always. And street DVDs won because that friction existed. And then it died. By 2008, according to Smack, YouTube exploded and websites multiplied, right? Because in 2002 to 2006, scarcity made the disc valuable. But from 2008 onwards, being able to share the content, that's what made it more valuable. So the same audience appetite remained, but the delivery pipeline changed overnight. Before the shift, if you wanted to see Murder Mook versus Jay Mills battle, you had to locate that exact volume or know somebody who has it. But after the shift, better clips are online, they're clipped again and again, they're reposted, and across multiple forums in hours.
Yeah, Q was super supportive. I've been knowing Q for over a decade or better, man. No matter what level my career.
Yep, the new Smack DVD. My generation, the new Smack DVD was World Star. Our Smack DVD was World Star, boy. I used to stay on that goddamn website, bro. You couldn't get me off World Star, bro. I was on there to see the hoes. I was on there to see the fights. I was always there for was the hoes and the fights. I didn't care about the rappers, though. Fuck them weak ass rappers. Unless it was a diss song to somebody, now I'll listen to it. But any nigga that was trying to come up, bro, I remember Meek Mill was trying to come up. Fucking who else? I know French Montana was on there a couple songs. Goddamn. Who else? Kendrick Lamar was on there. I wasn't trying to listen to him at the time. There's a couple people that was on World Star that was trying to blow up. And I really wasn't trying to listen to them at all. I was just there for the fights and the hoes, nigga. Sometimes they had Pinky on there. Sometimes they had Cherokee on there. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They used to go crazy on there, bruh. Sometimes they had hoes on there you wouldn't think that they have on there. I remember one time they had Jocelyn on that motherfucker going crazy.
You some freaky ass nigga.
Yes, Jocelyn from fucking Love and Hip Hop. Yes, they had her on that motherfucker going crazy one time.
You some freaky ass nigga. You some freaky ass nigga.
I remember they had her on there going crazy one time. Black China was on there plenty of fucking times going crazy on there. Bruh. Hey, World Star was the spot to be. Oh man, they just see a nigga get knocked out, man. Niggas in the club get knocked out and shit. Niggas get jumped. Motherfucking kids. Oh man, it got worse when the high school kids started getting in on it, because now you start seeing kids beating up each other just to be on World Star and shit. I was like, man, get this shit the fuck out of here. I want to see niggas at the club get knocked out, bro. I want to see niggas in the hood get knocked out. I try to see that. If I want to see a school fight, I go to school. Show me some ignorant shit. I want to see grown ass adults do the ignorant shit, not my peers. You supposed to be better than this. I believe in y'all. You got to believe in yourself too.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Real was that he would always post my content, which is one of the reasons that, you know, my name started to circulate and get out there the way that it needed to.
And this is where World Star Hip Hop comes into the fold. Not because it single-handedly killed DVDs, but because it represented this new system. People would upload clips online, share them with their friends, and instead of waiting for a whole DVD to come out, you could just go on World Star and watch some fight compilations, some freestyles, street interviews. Everything that was on the street DVD was on World Star Hip Hop, but it was there much faster. Now at this point, Smack as a system is realizing that their format is dying.
You see what I'm saying? It won't be another nigga that get a chance to come out and do that well. That's scary, man. The shit is going away.
So instead of trying to defend a dying horse, they restructure. They began to put all their focus on one form of content, and this is content they were already known for, known as battle rap. They create Earl, also known as the Ultimate Rap League, and this launches around 2009. So what was once bonus footage at the end of their DVDs now becomes their main product.
The J Mills and Murder Mook battle was very important to the battle culture, period. It showed the transition, the new generation choosing not to battle on records. That was the actual first battle that we captured, that we really feel that was round for round. Murder Mook had his people out there. Mills had his people out there. It was over like 300 people out there. That was the birth of where the culture is this present time.
And because they now live in the time of the internet, people start clipping their shows, battles begin going viral, and just like that, Smack had found another win. So did hip-hop lose something when street DVDs died? Yes, and the loss is very concrete. It lost that long-form, raw, natural feel. It lost the fact that everything felt real, live, and direct. But at the same time, there was also an upside to this. If you're an artist, you no longer have to wait for a DVD gatekeeper to be seen. All you had to do was simply upload your music online, post your music to the blogs, and you can reach entire audiences without printing one single CD. And the outcome of this is lower entry barriers. It's easier now than ever to become a rapper. But the consequence is it made competition even worse, because eventually everyone was going, hey, I could do that. I could become a rapper. I've got the equipment right here at home. So here's the whole story in a nutshell. Around 2002, the Smack DVD model launches, proving there was real demand for raw access. Then around the mid-2000s, they expand through brands like Cocaine City and The Come Up, and now they're at their peak, moving 40,000 to 50,000 units. Then around 2008, YouTube becomes a thing, scarcity goes away, and then around 2009, Earl, the Ultimate Rap League, is formed, a rap battle competition built upon the back of the Smack DVD. So in the end, Smack was able to pivot and do something else, and honestly, if anybody deserves an award, it's the guys behind Smack DVD, because they changed the game. They noticed a gap in the market, they filled it, and as a result, we got a lot of awesome freestyles, interviews, and beef segments. Anyway, that's it for me. It's your boy Ali.
Alrighty, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one, most definitely, man. Smack DVDs was the wave, bro. The hood, no, not even Smack DVDs. Hood DVDs in general was the wave, bro. I remember that beef series, bro. The one with 50 Cent was like, I really don't like that guy. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That hood DVD era was lit, bro. some good ass content came out of that, bro. It, especially the ones that was your local hood DVDs, bro. Cause you get to know about your city, you get to know where the hoes at and shit. You get to know where to not be at certain times. Scott Lee. That shit was like a guide for a young nigga like me that was out here in them streets trying to mess with them hoes. Shit, that was a guide for me. Shit, like you stayed on the east side, I stayed far away from you. I never go to the east side of Milwaukee. Hell no. That got me fucked up. South side used to be bad too, but it changed over time. But anyway, so let's just go about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, deuces.